In this video, I'll be talking about how I structure each language that I'm learning. I'm going to show you what I do actively and passively each week. You're also going to learn 5 principles that can help you maintain languages in a structured way. At the end of the video, I'm going to give you a language maintenance starter pack guide, so stick to the end for that. Now let's get into my actual routine of things that I do in a week. This differs week to week. Interestingly enough, over the years, I have kind of switched between being a morning person and a night owl. I do tend to be more of a night owl, so most of my language lessons I take in the evening or late afternoon. But I have found if I sleep properly, eat properly, exercise, then I wake up feeling a bit more energized, and that's where I also do part of my active studying. I will be listening to podcasts and writing down notes, and especially shadowing. So throughout the day, I will speak things out loud as I'm listening to stuff. Not every time, many times when I'm in the shower, I will listen to Hungarian Pod 101 or a language podcast. And then my italki Hungarian lessons are around 5 p.m. twice a week. My tutor is amazing.
Esta szabad mindig, András. Takari. I don't even know what the sentence means.
And then 2 to 3 times a week, I will be watching shows, especially in French or Spanish on Lingopie. So it's not a lot of pressure for me, it's just exposure. The more I listen to the language, the easier it is for me to produce it. When I lived in Japan, my Japanese obviously skyrocketed to a great level.
ここの道で結構有名なカフェがあるけど、結構いい雰囲気で座って勉強することができるから、たまにそこに行ったりするんですけど。
But now my Japanese gets rusty very often. But when I go into language exchange apps and go into like those voice rooms and I just hear the language being spoken naturally, it just comes back to me so much better. So you really have to constantly expose yourself to the language. Once a week, I will do my active Korean grammar learning using the textbook that I will show you on screen now. And it's basically just pretty much standard learning, writing down the grammar point, example sentences, and then trying to remember it by using it when I speak Korean to friends. I also integrate review sessions into my week. It sounds boring, but it is so important to review what you've learned. So I do this on a Sunday where I go through my language notebooks where I've written stuff and I'll highlight the things that I have forgotten or still need help with. I also have a ton of like random sticky notes with vocab words because I might pick up some Hungarian words at work when people are speaking Hungarian, obviously. And I don't have time to like bring out my Hungarian notebook during a video call, so I'll jot it down on a sticky note. Just have a ton of sticky notes lying all over. Then I'll take those sticky notes and I will transfer all of the words or phrases into my Hungarian notebook. That sort of counts as review for me because I've encountered the word, I've read it a few times, and now I'm transferring it into a more permanent place. For you, review could look like reviewing a flashcard deck, going through words on Lingopie from content you've watched. If you're working through a textbook or language lessons, you can go back to the content you've done there. And then the rest of the evenings are reserved for light reading before bedtime. I have a big problem that I have many current reads. I cannot read 1 or 2 books at a time. I read 12 books at a time. At the moment, I'm reading Le Magasin de I don't know if I can say that word on YouTube. あと日本語で小説とか漫画なんか全然あんまり読まないけど、普通になんか歴史とかデザインについて本を読んでるけど、今回日本に行った時に友達がこのめっちゃ可愛いの本をおすすめして、バスが来ないってなんかすごい可愛いなイラストレーションがあって話がめっちゃ可愛くてちょっと寂しい。いろんなキャラクターがバスを待ちながら話して可愛い。And then Saturdays when I have more time for myself, that will be active studying if I feel like it, if I have brain power. So my routine is not super strict. During my French and Hungarian lessons or speaking to language exchange partners, I will record myself. So on Saturdays, I might go through these recordings and take notes, as well as listen to my pronunciation and accent and see where I need to work on it. Usually when I'm reviewing in French, some of it is a little bit of active studying because my passé simple ou passé composé, all of these verb tenses, which I haven't touched in years, I need to rote memorize conjugations so that I don't sound like a fool in my French lessons. Step number 1, audit all of your languages. List all the languages that you're currently learning, want to learn, thinking about learning, and then list your levels. It's okay if you don't know if I'm B1, B2, A1. Just say, can converse this way, can talk about this topic, feel comfortable, don't, whatever system you want to use to rank and rate them. Then write down why you want to maintain each language, or write down your goal for each one. Step number 2 is assigning tiers to these languages. I would suggest doing 1 to 2 active focus languages. These are the ones that are most important to you right now. And then find your content sources. For active languages, I really recommend lessons, textbooks, apps, etc., where you can get very structured grammar and vocabulary learning. You can also check my website, lindiebuddhist.com/language-resources for a lot more resources. But for passive, just engage with content, take a few notes if you can, but don't put so much pressure on yourself to have to use it as a learning method. Step number 4, which is optional, you can create a weekly or monthly learning template. This can be Monday doing something, Tuesday doing another thing. You can base it off of languages or resources. You can go another way to do one language a week, or you can follow my structure that has worked for me, which is 1 or 2 active languages every 3 months and then rotating between those. In that system, I also just make a list of a bunch of things I can do in a language. And then when I don't know what to do, I just go to that list and be like, oh yeah, haven't done this in a while, let's do it. Your weekly template should suit your schedule and your energy levels, so even if you need to do just a few minutes a day, that's okay. A good starting point is to look at your current schedule, block out the times that you work, eat, sleep, whatever, and then see where do I have gaps in the day where I can fit things in. Step number 5 is to track simply. Just a little checklist of have I done something in this language every day. If you do prefer to go more detailed and use a timer or track exactly what resources you're using or which languages, that's also fine. You do you. For me right now, I just do a little tick. So if you're an intermediate learner, a polyglot, try this system and let me know if it works for you. If you have a different system you would recommend, drop it in the comments. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!